What up? Say so, G. Back on the top, back on the video. So the title of this video is gonna be, how did I get my job in Washington, D.C.? So admin notes, thanks again, subscribe to the channel. I endeavor to keep pushing it out. You leverage, you better yourselves. Let's get into it. So how did I get my job in Washington, D.C.? So we'll go back a little bit as far as like the time that I spent trying to find a job when I first retired back in 2018 from the military. So you got to understand that I had been in the military for 20 years before I had went out to try to find a job, right? I was 20 when I first joined the Army, and outside of a little small summer job I had between junior and sophomore and junior year of high school, I had never had a real job, right? Went to Norfolk State after my graduation from high school for 2 years. Realized that college wasn't for me, and then I joined the Army and did 20 years. So during the time that I was trying to transition out, right, the way the Army works, and I'm pretty sure all the other services do the same thing. They send you to all these classes and they teach you how to write a resume. You do mock interviews. You dress up. They even have classes in case you want to be an entrepreneur when you first get out the military, whether you are retiring or your contract ends and you just getting out because you don't want to be in the military anymore, right? And that's a good thing, because when I first joined, there was a program out there, but that program was not, it was not conducive to like a really good transition for soldiers. There were so many soldiers that I saw, there were my peers that actually became homeless because they just really didn't have the skill set to navigate life outside of the military. It was a really sad thing. So I know the Army, for the most part, they really, really, really ramped their program up for transitioning soldiers, and it's a absolutely awesome program. And you can use those services after you get out. So they try to prepare you for the most part as far as like transitioning out and getting a real job. But when you first get out there, it's not easy, y'all. It's not. It's a total change in mindset, right? I found out really early that the civilian sector is nothing like the military at all. There's a lot of dog eat dog around here. Folks, it's really cutthroat. Folks don't care about you. It's crazy, right? And I knew I had a skill set that it was gonna pay me a lot of money, but it was just the fact of trying to get a job, right? So anyway, fast forward a little bit. So I wound up securing a contracting job within a month of me getting out. I had enough vacation time to take 3 months off, but I was like, man, I need to get a job now. So I'm not taking any chances. I'm just gonna go and try to search right now. So I sat down maybe like a little bit over a month after I took my vacation, getting out about to retire, and I got that job. So fast forward a little bit more. I've gone through 3 different contract jobs since I've been out, and every last one of them have paid me more than the other one. So I'm really blessed on that. I've definitely increased my income exponentially on top of residual income. The boy is doing pretty well for himself to be a project kid, right? And so getting to the job here in DC. So on my 3rd contracting job, there was some turmoil there, not from me, but from folks that I guess was higher up in the contract. It was a government contract, and folks started jumping ship like rats off a sinking ship, yo. It was crazy. Within like 2 months, I think 30% of the force was gone. And that was a really critical contract that I was on. So once it got down to 10%, it started to become a really, really big problem when it came to could they really even finish or even accomplish the mission of that particular contract? It was getting really jeopardized. So, I'm looking around, looking online anyway, put my resume on Glassdoor, Indeed, Monster, all these other places, trying to see what's out there, right? And for a good minute, my wife wound up working in DC when I first came back from Afghanistan. So this was maybe I don't know, 2015, no, 2014. And I remember, you know, taking her over there where the FBI building is at in DC. She didn't work there, but she worked in the building near that area. And I'm like, you know, I really want to work in DC. You know what I'm saying? Even though it was a little bit far from the house, I'm like, you know, in my mindset, I'm like, you know, if I ever get a chance to work in DC, I'll work in DC. And like I said, this was years ago. So during the time that this contract was being almost like non-existent, and these folks was like really leaving the contract, my wife wound up getting offered an opportunity in DC to talk at a symposium for the March of Dimes. I said before in videos before that me and my wife, we have 2 kids. We have 3 kids altogether, but two out of the 3 of our kids were born extremely premature. And the March of Dimes is an organization that supports the research of, you know, helping out premature babies, right? So she was offered this opportunity that she couldn't pass up. It was about a week-long symposium. She actually was, I think it's in the Senate building, and was talking to dignitaries. I mean, it was a crazy opportunity for her. And I'm driving her back and forth every single day to this place, and I'm seeing what she used to work at, and I'm seeing these other places. And then, crazy enough, a recruiter called me, and she was like, you know, do you want to work at this particular IT job in DC? And I said, okay, cool. So I'm looking at the job description, and I'm like, it's perfect. It fits very well. Then it got to the pay. The pay was going to be, I'm not even fronting y'all, like the pay was going to be $35,000 less than what I was getting paid at my contracting job. Now you got to understand, you know, with government contracting, when you got a certain skill set, they'll pay you a lot. It's not endless money, but in DC's crazy when it comes to, you know, like really paying a lot of money for contracts. I mean, it's people are getting a damn bag out here, yo, for real. And I was doing the same thing. I wasn't actually in DC when I had this contracting job. I was like in Arlington, but you know, this particular job was considered a salary job. So they weren't gonna pay us so much, right? So I said, you know what? I'm not sure if I can stomach 35,000 less. That's crazy. 10,000 maybe, but not 35. So I had to turn it down. And I was pretty sad for a couple of days. I'm like, you know what? That'd have been a very good opportunity, but there's no way I can part with that amount of money. That's crazy, right? So fast forward, maybe 2 months later, another opportunity comes up, and it's with another agency that I had never heard before. Good morning. Another company, and you know, long story short, with them, the recruiter was very nice. Definitely broke down everything that I needed to hear and understand about the company. I had about 3 interviews over the phone, and crazy enough, this particular job, and this is the job I have right now currently, they offered me a salary that was $10,000 less than what I was getting at the contracting job, right? So what I just said, I said I wouldn't part with anything other than $10,000. So that was a really hard decision as well. But I said, you know what? You know, this contract about to end. You know, it's in a section of DC that's very nice, right? It's near Georgetown, and the opportunity was the opportunity outweighed the cost, right? As far as the pay. So I said I'll just go ahead and take it. Now that was I took this job May of 2023, and to this day, I have increased my income even more. Now I'm getting paid $5,000 more than what my old contracting job gave me. Now, mind you, like I just said, I said that I was taking a $10,000 pay cut coming here. Now I'm getting paid $15,000. I'm getting paid $15,000 from the salary that I first got from this particular job, $5,000 more than the last job I had. So this is all to say that when it comes to job searching, and when it comes to, like, you know, building a career and all those other things, you can literally manifest things to existence. I'm not even kidding y'all. You know what I'm saying? Like, when I say that, like, I dreamt this area as far as like in DC and like what I was gonna do when I came out here. I was gonna grow my YouTube channel, going to different places in Georgetown. Like, I literally manifested this. It's crazy. You know what I'm saying? And you can do the same thing. It's not hard. you gotta want it. You gotta be in a position where you really want to be in a certain space, and you can literally think yourself into that particular space. It's a real thing, y'all. It really is. So drop some comments in the comment section below. Let me know what y'all think. I think I'm going to be doing some more job videos. Not necessarily being in the building and actually showing you what I do, because I can't really do that. It's not secret squirrel stuff, but that's just, I'm not going to be able to do that. But I definitely can show you certain things when it comes to IT, because I think IT is a very lucrative career to be in. And it can make you a lot of money, y'all. You know what I'm saying? DC, we're getting the bag out here. A huge bag, you know what I'm saying? So I appreciate y'all. I love y'all. You want me to discuss the topic or certain the benefit to your channel, email me at asog757@gmail.com. My email address is in the description below. Say So G, signing out. I'm gone.